Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So some of you may know that I have 24 goals for 2024, and one of those goals is to get all my books and patterns and things in my library labeled. And Label My Library is where I go through these pattern sources and label the top 3 things that I want to make. Now, this book has already featured on this channel, as I have made a few things from it already. So I have actually used this pattern resource, but now I want to pick the next 3 things that I would like to make from it. I am, of course, talking about Amigurumi Made Easy. It is a Meteor Books publication, and just for a point of reference, I absolutely adore Meteor Books. Now, I know some of you aren't into Amigurumi, but honestly, guys, if you have never given it a try, I highly recommend this book for those of you that would like to give it a go. It really is Amigurumi Made Easy. They are such cute little critters, and the ones I have made have been really easy to do. Now, I do have Amigurumi experience, but even if you are brand new, you are able to make them, because back in the day, Mike, who has very little Amigurumi experience, actually made Hootie the Owl, and he did an absolutely fantastic job of it, and he was able to complete it with not much difficulty. So if that doesn't give a good endorsement for this book, I don't know what does. And I have made Victor the Flamingo, Bramble the Bee, and Susan the Snail. So like I said, I have already made a few of these cuties, but I want to revisit this book and pick another 3 that I would like to make. So there are 16 straightforward animal crochet patterns. It is by Mariska Vos Ballman, who is also known as DIY Fluffies, and I have made several DIY fluffy patterns, and I really like her style as well. Now, as we go into the book, we open it up. There is a little note from the author. There is a little page here that shows you all of the cuties contained within, and they are really, really super adorable. She goes into what is amigurumi, and then everything you need from yarn, crochet hooks, stitch markers, stuffing, safety eyes, tapestry needles, sewing pins. It also has this really lovely chart down here that gives you all of the information on the different yarn weights and the recommended hook sizes to go with them, which is super handy for all crochet projects as well. It's a lovely little feature. It goes through some of the stitches. There are stitch tutorial videos, holding the hook and yarn, like hand positions. She explains pencil grip, knife grip, you know, how to hold the yarn, your tension, and then, like I said, it goes through all the stitches here, and it contains these QR codes of a video tutorial demonstrating how to do those stitches. And the stitches just keep going, which is fabulous. Even magic ring, guys, invisible color changes, closing off a piece, joining parts together. Yeah, it is really in-depth and lovely, and really breaks it down, especially if you are one of those who haven't attempted amigurumi yet. It explains the pattern structure, how to count your stitches, abbreviations used. And then there is a little part called the Amigurumi Gallery, where when you have completed something, you can post a picture in the gallery for others to see your makes. The photography is absolutely beautiful in this book as well. Yeah, it is a super lovely book. Now, the first pattern is Bram the Bee. And I have made Bram. I made him using rainbow yarn and black. He was a super cute, fun make. I absolutely adored him. So he's not in the running. I've already made him, but he is super cute. Now the next guy is Peter the Mouse, and he is super cute with his little bow tie. Absolutely gorgeous. And each of the creations have a little story with them as well. So I'll, for example, read you Peter's, but just know that for every creature there is a story that goes along with them. It says, meet Peter the Mouse, a fashionable little guy with a great sense of style. He always looks sharp and takes good care of his clothes by washing them gently by hand and ironing and folding them neatly. Peter has a wide collection of bows and ties, but his favourite is a bright pink one. He only wears it on very special occasions, like for his photo shoot for this book. So yeah, super, super cute and adorable. Next we have Lola the cat, and actually I think I've made Lola as well, thinking about it. So I have made her too. Yes, indeedy. So she's not in the running. I've already made Lola. Okay, and then we have Betty the cow. She's super lovely. Reminds me of one of my wonderful YouTube friends. And I bet you can guess who. And she is holding a pretty little flower, which looks, it's a yellow daisy. They are her favourite, and the person that reminds me, I'm being reminded of with Betty the cow, their favourite flower is also a daisy as well. So she could be in the running. Then we have Tommy the dog. There he is, super cute, love him, especially his little patches. Okay, then we have Victor the flamingo. I have actually made two of Victor. I just didn't do the bow tie for mine. So Victor is not in the running. I have done Victor already, but that's no surprise, right guys? Because you know Manfa is all about the Mingos. Next we have Patrick the frog. I have not made Patrick before. He is also super cute, but I would be tempted to put on a big smiley face with mine. Super, super cute. Love him. Then we have Bonzo the gorilla, and Bonzo was one of my faves when I looked through the book with you. There he is, and I will check in a second whether I've done a book look on this one before. I think I might have. Okay, then we've got Emily and George the bunnies. They are cute. Look at them holding hands. She has a little bow in her hair. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Cuteness overload is what this book is. And honestly, they are really nice, simplistic designs. We then have Benny the otter. Obviously off to a birthday party with his birthday hat and his gift on his tummy, because of course otters swim on their backs. And then we have Hootie the owl. This is the one that Mike made. He used different colours, but he did a fabulous job. But I have not yet made Hootie, so you never know. Hootie might be in the running. Then we have Molly the puffin. She is super cute and adorable as well. I love her. Gorgeous. Then we have Susan the snail. I have of course made Susan before. She was a super fun make. Loved it. So she's not in the running, guys. I've already made Susan. Then we have Simon the snake. There we go. I am not a fan of snakes, but he's cute as snakes go. Then we have Sophie the squirrel. with her little acorn, and look at those tufts on her ears. Isn't that adorable, guys? Love it. Okay. And Henry the goat, and I just love his overalls, his little dungarees as we call them here, and I love his little goatee beard, his little tufts there. They're super sweet. And I think Henry is in fact the last pattern of the book. Let me just double check. Yes. So I've got my phone here. I am just going to quickly check to see if I have done a book look, and if I have, I will link that down in the description box so that you are able to see a more in-depth book look with me. Let's have a look. Yes, Amigurumi Made Easy. So there is a book look on my channel, so if you'd like to look at this book in a bit more detail, I will link that video down in the description box for you. But let's get back to business of this video, where I pick the top 3 that I want to make that I haven't already. Now, instantaneously, I already know my first choice, and that is Bonzo the gorilla. So he is going to be one of my choices today. Yes, he is. Love him. So I've got my post-it notes here. And I am going to get one off. Here we go. And I am going to stick that on Bonzo's page. So that's 1. I've got to pick 2 more. So I think I am also going to be making Molly the Puffin, because I think she is super adorable. She is my next pick. Okay, so we're going to get another post-it on Molly's page. Super adorable. Now, I never know when I'm going to get around to making what I have labelled, but when I decide to, I can grab this book off of the shelf and it is already earmarked which ones I want to do. So I only have one choice left, and there are so many lovely ones in here. How am I ever going to decide? Oh, I don't know. I think I am going to pick Betty the cow. Just 'cause. And also, why not? So Betty the cow gets a post-it as well. Now, obviously, the idea is over time, I will make all of the patterns that I have at my disposal, but that is obviously going to be years worth of work, because if you've been here for any length of time, you will know that I have quite an extensive pattern book collection. I have enough patterns to keep me going for many years to come. I have a massive magazine collection, which I am currently doing another segment called Magazine Makes. I showcased each and every one of those magazines in Magazine Monday. That is another playlist here on the channel. And now I am making things from those magazines because I never have. And I also have ring binders of printed patterns that I have collected. That's just the ones I have managed to print. I also have hundreds of them on my phone as well. So when I say I have a lot of patterns, I really do have a lot of patterns, and yeah, I keep buying them as well. So guilty as charged, but a lot of wonderful things to make in my crocheting future. So there we have it. I have labelled the Amigurumi Made Easy book. I will at some point be making Gonzo the gorilla, Molly the puffin, and Betty the cow. So those are my selections. Which ones did you really like? Are you tempted to get the book? I am not trying to enable you, and I am also not sponsored or affiliated in any way, but I do really love the Meteor books for Amigurumi patterns. Yeah, what would your choices have been? Did you like my choices? Would you have picked completely differently? That is the beauty of it, guys. We are all so different, and that is why having a choice is amazing, because what I want to make may not necessarily be what you want to make, and vice versa. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you get going. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let me just check my planner, because I do believe you will be seeing this on a Saturday. Yep, so you will be seeing this on a Saturday, so please do come back later on for our live. We go live 9 p.m. UK time or 4 p.m. Eastern. It is always a bit of a giggle. It's casual, it's laid back. All we do is chit chat and spend time together in a one-to-one format. And I always have a wonderful panelist of guests as well. So if you can come back tonight, I would really appreciate it. If not, make sure you have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you again next week for daily content throughout the week of all sorts of crochet related shenanigans. So until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.